football. It's our attitude. It's our effort. Mental toughness is an attitude. Winning is an attitude. You got to bring it every day.
Coming off back-to-back conference wins, Auburn welcomed SEC West rival Ole Miss to the Plains.
One definition of the word sacrifice is this: the surrender of something prized or desirable for the sake of something considered as having a higher or more pressing value. Today we play a football game, but we more importantly honor sacrifice.
Play with that edge, man. We got to get our edge back today. No complacency. We're going to come out here and dominate the day, man. Here we go. Our time on three. 1, 2, 3. Our time.
It's Military Appreciation Day here at Jordan Stadium as we get ready for Auburn and Ole Miss. A day is not enough time to do justice and honor to those that deserve it above anyone else, but it's the least we can do to say thank you. Today, we play a football game. It's a big one. Sacrifices will be made to win, but nothing compared to the sacrifices we honor, both past and present. Without those sacrifices, we might not be here today playing a game.
You guys give it up to Reggie Corbin.
Guys, I've never cared much about who's in the other locker room, because it doesn't matter who's over there, right? The only thing that matters is that the men in this room know who they are. And I say we, because I'm a part of it. We are Auburn men. Every man who's ever worn this helmet and run out that tunnel before you, every man that's on side of you right now, and every man that'll come through here after you. We owe each other something. It's not about you. This is bigger than you, any of us. You can only play ball for so long, but from now to the day you die, your name is associated with Auburn football. Good or bad, your name is associated with Auburn football. And that means something. That means excellence. That means we practice with excellence. We prepare with excellence. We go to class with excellence. We do relationships with excellence. Everything we do, the standard is high. Not because of our situation, not because how many stars about our name, because the helmet has AU on it. And everybody don't do that. Every football program is like that, but this one is. We all watching. We all watching to see, will you come and lead this place better than when you found it? It doesn't matter who's over there. It doesn't matter what the opponent is. It doesn't matter if it's a conference game or not, right? We don't need a reason to do what we do. We do what we do because we know who we are. We are Auburn men. Don't ever forget that. That won't ever change. Keep the standard high.
The key to the game is going to be how we deal with adversity. Everybody just hear me. There's going to be some adversity. We're going to overcome it. I don't care when it comes. I don't care if it comes late. I don't care if it comes early. We're going to overcome it. All right? We are who we are. It's about us, and let's seize the moment. Yes.
Let's go.
Auburn football every day is presented by the Better Network, Verizon, Better Matters, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama, we cover what matters, and by Tiffin Motorhomes, made to move you.
We are tethered by a legacy of fierce ambition and fearless optimism. And this is our time, our moment to be who we dare to become. We are the Auburn Tigers. So yell War Eagle and let the game begin. Here's to building champions. Ford F-150, official truck of the Auburn Tigers. See your local Ford dealer for great offers today.
America, it's time. Time to break free from the confines of your couch. To tear yourself away from the tyranny of technology. To revolt against a social revolution that's anything but social. It's time to embrace the possibilities right outside your door. It's time to build your Declaration of Independence.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama, we're as passionate about your health as you are about Auburn football.
Sophie, his 13th birthday. Gift? We've got you. Guitar? Coming tomorrow. Road game today? Surprise party tomorrow. Change of plans. Game tomorrow.
No, birthday tomorrow.
Hotel! Hotel! Guitar? Reroute.
Birthdays are on birthdays.
Party? Relocate. UPS My Choice makes rerouting packages easy. How we're helping companies solve for the needs of customers like Sophie.
For the third consecutive week, Auburn took to the ground to get out of the gates quickly.
1st and 10. Ball at the 17 of Ole Miss. Impressive drive here for the Tigers. Stidham hands it off. Kerryon Johnson around right in. 10, 5, touchdown Auburn! Kerryon Johnson for 17. And another touchdown for KJ.
That's how you make a mistake. That's how you make a mistake. Keep making mistakes like that. Keep punching them in the mouth.
Kerryon Johnson scored his first of 3 touchdowns on the day to give Auburn a 7-0 lead. Leading the way for Johnson was a strong offensive line performance. One of the key pieces to the offensive line is senior Austin Golson, whose versatility is one of his biggest strengths. Golson was called on to play left guard in Saturday's game and has now played all 5 positions across the offensive front.
Austin Golson has just been a great leader for us, you know, really since I've been here, you know, in the 2 seasons I've been here. You know, he has a great work ethic every day.
Yeah, Austin, I can't say enough good things about him. This is his 5th position up front. We've never had a lineman play 3, much less 5, and it's only halfway through the year. And it just says a lot about him as a person. He's a very unselfish player. You know, what he's doing right now is just, you know, really big for our team.
Austin, he's, I mean, it's really impressive, honestly. He's played every single position on the offensive line, and I don't think many guys around the country can say that. So that's kind of just a testament to, you know, how hard he's worked over the years and, you know, how talented he is, honestly.
Knowledge of the offense, got great knowledge of the offense. He can play really any position, which, you know, really over the course of the last several games, I mean, he's basically played all 5 spots for us, which not everybody can do that.
Austin's really smart. You know, he's a technician. You know, I think him having the ability to play all 5 spots along the line, you know, gives him tremendous value.
Takes a great amount of knowledge, but also you got to be very adaptable, you know, to change from center to left tackle to right tackle to left guard, and he's played right guard in some of our heavy package things as well. So, you know, really his flexibility and adaptability has been invaluable.
To do that, I mean, people don't realize how much it really is, but you got to understand, center has one call, and the guard and tackle could have a different call, or vice versa. You know, the tackle could have a different call than the guard and center. So, hats off to Austin. I mean, it's been pretty impressive.
Golson's ability to play different spots on the line allows Auburn to get the best 5 linemen on the field regardless of position.
Well, you're able to create depth with kind of fewer players, if you will. You know, our goal is always to have the best 5 guys on the field, and when you have guys that can play multiple spots, Darius James can play both tackle positions. Austin obviously can play all 5 spots. Braden Smith can play guard or tackle. Mike Horton has played both guard positions. You know, so when you have guys that have the ability to play multiple spots, it allows you to create depth with fewer players, and then you can always get your best 5 guys. Whoever the best 5 are that are available at that moment, you can get those best 5 on the field.
It's unbelievable. That way it allows you to put your 5 most talented offensive linemen in there. A lot of times, sometimes you got to put an experienced guy that may not be your most talented guy, and what he's allowing us to do is keep our best 5 on the field.
Because he's always going to challenge you. You know, he's such a technician. You know, he's going to step with the right foot. He's going to have the right leverage with the hat placement. You know, his pad level is always good. You know, so you've got to really stay on top of your game and make sure you bring your A game. You know, when you go against him, because this kid, you know, you're not going to beat him because he has poor fundamentals.
When you bring the indoors outdoors, there are no rules.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama, we're as passionate about your health as you are about Auburn football.
Following an Ole Miss field goal to make the score 7-3, Auburn quarterback Jarrett Stidham connected with Ryan Davis to stretch the Auburn lead.
And Davis moves in motion to the left. Play action for Stidham. Screen pass to Ryan. 30, 35, near sideline, 45, 50. Foot race 40. Cuts it back to the hash 30. At the 20, 15. Cuts it right, 10, 5. Touchdown! Auburn! 75 yards.
Stidham's consistency has been one of the keys to Auburn's explosive offensive play the last 3 weeks.
I think the last 2 weeks we've just been executing. I think that's what it kind of comes down to. The first couple weeks, execution wasn't all there, but really, the last few weeks, we really tried to, improve in the execution part, and I think it's paid off for us.
Well, he's gained a lot of confidence as the season's going on. For a guy that really hasn't played a football game for 2 years, to be able to come out and kind of shake the rust off early on, he's playing at a very high level right now from a completion percentage standpoint, getting the ball out, but also when things again aren't necessarily blocked perfectly, or where he has to extend some plays. You saw this past weekend, he had a couple of big completions on the scramble drills, where he got a little bit of pressure, but was able to use his athleticism to get out and get the ball out and make some plays as well.
I think it's a combination of him getting more comfortable. I think it's a combination of others around him playing better. But really,
It's just he has more command of the offense, and he's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
One to the right. Stidham takes a snap, floats it up. End zone. Slate, did he catch it? Did he stay in? Yes! Touchdown, Auburn!
Accuracy is one of Stidham's strengths, and it has helped the Auburn passing attack improve each week.
Something I kind of hang my hat on. I want to get the ball in those guys' hands, and let the playmakers, do the playmaking. So, they make my job easier because they're very talented. So, I just try to just do my job to the best of my ability, and let them take care of all the playmaking.
As the season's gone on, you can definitely see not only Jarrett's confidence building, but also our wide receivers are really doing a great job in, making the plays when they're there. And even on the 50-50 balls, as you like to say, I think that Darius Slayton had a great catch for a touchdown this past weekend on what a lot of people call a 50-50 ball, and just made a great play on it. So, all of that leads to Jarrett having continued confidence, and it's kind of, success breeds success type mentality, which is great to see.
The Auburn defense knew they were up for a challenge against the passing Ole Miss attack.
No, we just keep our usual routine, because basically every team gonna pass the ball, so we just keep our usual routine.
We knew Ole Miss was a very good football team. Shea Patterson is a really good quarterback, and I'll be honest with you, as a defensive staff, we felt like collectively, they may have the best group of receivers in our conference. And, we really thought our kids bought into our game plan, and they went out and really executed it well the first half. The DBs did a great job of playing tight coverage. The defensive line, for the most part, and linebackers front seven, with little pass rush you could generate with the ball getting out so quick. And we thought they did a really good job of trying to affect the quarterback.
Basically tackling and being able to run with my man, because usually Ole Miss they're a throwing team. So be able to stay on my man for as long as I could. I feel like I did good covering wise.
At halftime, Auburn led Ole Miss 35-3. Auburn football every day is presented by the Better Network, Verizon, Better Matters, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama, we cover what matters, and by Tiffin Motorhomes, made to move you.
Fans, direct your attention to the flagpole for a special presentation.
You never really leave Auburn, because Auburn never leaves you.
I got a curb violation, B13 in pursuit.
Uh-oh, honey, hurry.
Oh, pardon me, ma'am. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Hit the lift gate!
Pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me, excuse me.
Nice work.
The 2017 Toyota RAV4. Lease a new 2017 RAV4 XLE for just $209 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
Is the Southeastern Conference where you go away to college? Not exactly. Yes, we come from all corners, from all histories and experiences. And even though there are unique customs, new favorite foods, and new languages, the SEC is not really where you go away to college. It's where you come home. Because here, it just means more.
the second half, Auburn looked to kicker Daniel Carlson to extend the lead.
Carlson from 49 kicks it up, and it looks plenty good, and it is. 25-yard field goal attempt right in the middle of the field for Daniel Carlson. Snap, place, kick is up, and the kick is good. Ike Powell back to Stovall, puts it down. Carlson kicks it up, and it is good, and there's your record.
The field goal was Carlson's 413th career point, placing him at the top of the SEC career scoring list.
Obviously a huge honor. There's been so many great players come through the SEC, and it's a conference that I grew up watching, even out from Colorado. So, you know, huge honor for me personally, and also just it's great for the team, I think, just because obviously that's a lot of points over the years. So, you know, a lot of extra points and stuff, and so, you know, I can't take all the credit, that's for sure, because there's, you know, so many other parts of the team that they put me in position to be successful, and, you know, obviously the snapper and holder, the whole field goal unit as well has been a part of every one of those. So definitely very, very special, and, you know, something that I'll be, you know, bragging on when I'm old.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, when you say all-time leading scorer in the history of the SEC, it just says it all. I mean, that's the wow factor. You're talking about the best league in college football, and it's been that way for a long time. And he broke the points record, which is unbelievable accomplishment for him, and we couldn't be more proud.
You know, he's the man. I mean, he's obviously the SEC leader in total points, you know, scored. So, I mean, and that's awesome for us, because as an offense, you know, if you can get it within the, really honestly, probably like the 40-yard line, I mean, he's got a shot to honestly make the field goal. So he's amazing. He's a great guy, and he's also obviously got a great leg. So a lot of it's just, you know, the team. You know, we're all working in there together, whether it be the weight room or, you know, film or out on the practice field. You know, those guys give me life, and, you know, obviously I have personal goals and, you know, dreams to play in the NFL one day, but you know, right now it's just, you know, want to help out the team the best I can. You know, it's a lot of fun to win games, and they're hard to do, so, you know, you put a lot of hard work into that.
413 career points. He just passed Blair Walsh of Georgia.
Carlson's 3 second-half field goals helped the Tigers take down the Rebels 44-23.
I'm extremely proud of you guys. That was a stinking impressive performance, all right? We played very good on defense, we played very good on offense, and very good on special. And we got some younger guys a chance to play, man. And yeah, let's give it up for the younger guys, man. Because I'm telling you, you gotta have depth. The longer the season goes, we're at the midway point right now. Because how are we going right now, guys? Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. And you look down at the halfway point, there ain't a handful of teams that's going like us, like we are. All right, Reggie. Are you ready, baby?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
1, 2, 3, go. We go right down the field. Never let it come, never let it get. We go, give us a shoot. Right on your game, go, go, go. On the victory, strike on the band. Give them hell, give them hell, stand up to you. Hey, we go in for Auburn, power of the big city band. Hey!
Sophie, his 13th birthday. Gift, we've got you. Guitar, coming tomorrow. Road game today, surprise party tomorrow. Change of plans. Game tomorrow.
No, birthday tomorrow.
Hotel! Guitar, reroute.
Birthdays are on birthdays.
Party, relocate. UPS My Choice makes rerouting packages easy. How we're helping companies solve for the needs of customers like Sophie.
I got a curb violation. B13 in pursuit.
Uh-oh, honey, hurry.
Pardon me, ma'am. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Hit the lift gate! Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me, ma'am.
Nice work.
The 2017 Toyota RAV4. Get 0% APR for 72 months plus 1,000 APR bonus cash on a 2017 RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
America, it's time. Time to break free from the confines of your couch. To tear yourself away from the tyranny of technology. To revolt against a social revolution that's anything but social. It's time to embrace the possibilities right outside your door. It's time to build your Declaration of Independence.
It's time now for the Yellowwood Lineman of the Week, brought to you by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. This week's Lineman of the Week is center Casey Dunn. The Trustville, Alabama native helped Auburn rush for 326 yards in its 44-23 victory over Ole Miss. Dunn also cleared the way for running back Kerryon Johnson to rush for 211 yards on 28 carries and 3 touchdowns. Casey Dunn, your Lineman of the Week. Auburn hits the road to begin a 3-game road trip this week. This week, the Tigers head to Baton Rouge to take on LSU at 2:30. The game will be televised by CBS.
Yeah, LSU is very talented, like always. We hadn't won there since 1999. And our message is we got a new team, they got a new team, it's a new year. We're going to have to go in there and play very well. And if we can keep improving like we have the last 3 weeks, I like our chances.
Obviously, they've got Arden Key is one of the best players in the country, is an elite edge defender that we've got to be aware of, on every single snap. The other thing is when you're going on the road, and dealing with the crowd noise and that sort of thing, we'll do a great job of preparing our guys for that. But it's always going to be a challenge when you're playing on the road and when you're playing a great team like LSU. But that's why you come to a place like Auburn, is to be in those games like that. So we're certainly looking forward to it.
I think they're a really good football team. I think, across the board, I think every position, they're very talented. The quarterback, he's a guy that manages that offense really well. The new offensive coordinator they got, obviously with all the motions and shifts and all those things, it's really going to put a challenge to our guys to make sure that we're dialed in and that we communicate and that we make all our adjustments and we get everybody on the same page. Communication is going to be critical this week.
Auburn Football Every Day is produced by War Eagle Productions in association with Auburn Sports Properties.